Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another BHB report. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today we have a hot take, some would say the hottest of takes, coming from Halo Pro / streamer / caster Hunter JJX. On March 24th, Hunter took to Twitter to say this: hottest take, Halo Infinite having an amazing Battle Royale mode is way more important than having a good campaign. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't hate this tweet. I don't hate it. I absolutely despise it. No, I'm kidding. I really don't hate this tweet at all. And he followed up that tweet by saying, just popping here to ask the question, did I say remove the campaign altogether? ? Also, please stop viewing BRs as a trend. It's way too late for that, fam. So here's my opinion on that tweet. First off, as he just said in his follow-up, he never said to scrap the campaign and give us a BR instead. No, that's not what he said. In his opinion, he feels that Halo Infinite having an amazing Battle Royale mode is way more important than having a good campaign. Halo YouTuber UberNick replied to that tweet saying, while I would love a BR, I think having a Halo game with a universally loved campaign would leave a way better impression of the game in the general gamer's mind, which would lead to a healthier life for Infinite itself. Hunter JJX replied to UberNick saying, go fuck yourself. No, sorry, wrong tweet. No, he replied to UberNick saying, a universally loved campaign would be great. It absolutely wouldn't move the needle in terms of player retention though, especially with the multiplayer portion being free. Who knows how many people will even play the campaign. Moses FPS also replied to this tweet saying, you're 100% right. Can't wait for all these basement dwelling LARPers to whine about how shitty the campaign is after it releases. 99% of people play the campaign once and never touch it again. These dorks memorize every single line of dialogue and think they represent the majority. So listen, Moses, as he said, many people just play the campaign once. Hunter JJX was talking about how a campaign wouldn't help that much in terms of player retention. And I kind of agree with that. Listen, I thought it was no secret that most people who play Halo spend the majority of their time in the multiplayer. Whether that's matchmaking, custom games, Forge, whatever, most of the time is spent in multiplayer. And yeah, Halo campaigns do have co-op, but that's not what I'm talking about here. So yeah, I thought this was obvious to everyone that most people play multiplayer in Halo games, or in FPS games in general. But from what I've seen certain people saying lately, I don't know if that is as obvious as I thought it was. Listen, if you don't think that the overwhelming majority of Halo players spend most of their time in multiplayer, I mean, you gotta be living in a different reality. There are tons of people who play the Halo campaigns once and then spend the rest of their time in multiplayer for years. There's plenty of people that don't play the campaign at all and just hop right in multiplayer. There's plenty of people who play a ton of Halo campaign, but they play way more Halo multiplayer. I'd say less than 1%, easily less than 1% of Halo players have spent more time in the campaign than the multiplayer. And most of the people that have actually spent more time playing Halo campaign than multiplayer are probably people who don't play much Halo. They don't play it much long term. Like, I know some people that ain't really into Call of Duty multiplayer, but they will play the Call of Duty games for the campaign. But still, even then with Call of Duty, easily the overwhelming majority of Call of Duty players are playing multiplayer. And it's not even close. And something I have been saying recently, and I've been thinking for a while, is I hope that 343 isn't allocating too much time and too many resources towards Halo Infinite's campaign. It does seem like the size and scope of Halo Infinite's campaign is going to be larger than what we've seen in any other Halo game. And I definitely feel like 343 should be spending a whole hell of a lot more time on the multiplayer than the campaign. And like, I'm not letting my bias get in the way of this. Like, I don't care about Halo's story anymore. to be honest. I used to back in the day. I used to be a nerd with it. I really cared about it back in the day. I don't anymore. I don't like the direction that it went, but I'm not letting that get in the way of my opinions right now. My opinions that I'm putting forth right now are based off of logic. By far, most people are in the multiplayer. And do not misrepresent what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, more people play multiplayer, so forget about the campaign. It's not what I'm saying. And in that tweet, he was not saying scrap the campaign, replace it with a battle royale. Halo Cannon replied to HunterJJX tweet saying, part of Halo's core is its campaigns. To cut that out at all, let alone for battle royale, would be a betrayal of Halo's legacy, at least for a mainline title like it. But he never said cut out the campaign. He never said replace it with the battle royale. That's not what he said in that tweet. Now listen, let me put it like this. If we had the choice of Halo Infinite launching with either the campaign or the battle royale, and whatever mode didn't make it at launch would come later on, then yeah, I'd say launch the game with the campaign. That's pretty traditional for a Halo game. It's what people expect. So launch it with the campaign and bring the battle royale later on. But if there was no adding it later on, right? Like if we had to pick between campaign or battle royale, nothing was getting added later on, then I think I might say, yeah, do the battle royale over the campaign. That is, if we had to pick between the two and there was no chance of the other one getting added post-launch. Because like I've repeated multiple times now, most people are playing the multiplayer. Like it's not even close how much time people spend in multiplayer compared to campaign. It's not even close. And like, I'm not looking at hard data here, so I guess you could say, oh, that's just you're assuming. Okay, call it what you want, but I think that's one of those things that are fucking obvious. It's obvious. Also, tons of people have been asking for a Halo Battle Royale. A lot of people are still into Battle Royale. I think a Battle Royale mode would bring in so many more players and keep those players engaged more so than the campaign would. Like, it's no secret that Battle Royales are still extremely popular. And I do think there's going to be a whole hell of a lot more people who don't play Halo Infinite if it doesn't have a Battle Royale than there would be of people not playing Halo Infinite because it didn't have a campaign. Now, a lot of people, I'd argue most of the people who like Halo campaign, they'd buy Halo Infinite even if it didn't have a campaign. Well, in Halo Infinite's case, it's free-to-play multiplayer, but still, you get my point. The people who like Halo Infinite or Halo campaigns, they'd still play Halo Infinite regardless, even if it didn't have the campaign. A lot of people who are into Battle Royales, which there is a lot of them, they might not, there's a better chance that they won't play Halo Infinite if it doesn't have the Battle Royale. And like, this isn't about following trends. Like, I see a lot of people saying, oh, why do you guys want Halo to follow trends? Halo shouldn't follow trends. Halo should just be Halo. It's not about following a trend. And like HunterJJX said in his tweet, like, you guys keep calling it a trend, but Battle Royales have been popular for a while now, so maybe it's not a trend and it is here to stay. Who knows? Maybe it'll still die off. We don't know, but they have been around for a while now. But anyways, a lot of the people that advocate for Battle Royale and Halo Infinite, they're not doing so because they want 343 to chase trends. That's not it. No, they just want to play a Halo Battle Royale. They think it'll be fun. It's not, they don't want it because, oh, we want you to follow trends. No, they just think a Battle Royale would be cool for Halo. A lot of people do. Now, the elephant in the room, 343, they might not be able to pull it off. Like, they could make a Halo Infinite Battle Royale and it could be shit. It could flop. But I think people want it so much because the potential is there, and if done right, it could be a lot of fun. So that's going to just about do it for this one, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of the BHB Report. And even though Hunter and multiple other people who replied to that tweet claimed it was a hot take, I don't really know how hot of a take it actually was, because he was never saying get rid of the campaign and replace it with a Battle Royale. He was just saying that Halo Infinite having a good Battle Royale was more important than Halo Infinite having a good campaign. And as I said, I kind of agree with that, because the overwhelming majority of Halo players spend the most of their time by far in the multiplayer. At least that's what I believe. And before I go, let me just tell you this. Like, back when Halo 3 came out, I played so much campaign. That was all I was playing back right when Halo 3 launched. I was beating the campaign, starting it back up, beating it again and again and again and again. I would just start up random missions and just sit in those missions for hours and hours. I played so much campaign for Halo 3. And yet, if you take all my time playing Halo 3, it's easily less than 1% spent in Halo 3's campaign. I mean, it's probably if you take my total amount of playtime in Halo 3, it's probably like a 0.00 something percent spent in campaign, even though I have played a ton of Halo 3 campaign. But as I said, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the next BHB report.